you guys been doing?
I've been all right, man. I can't complain. I can't complain.
What are your thoughts on? I feel so bad, dude. All my friends are like texting me from Gaza and they're like, oh, like we're so excited. It's over. And I'm like, I don't want to be the Debbie Downer, but you know
Yeah.
what I mean? I'm like, yeah, yeah. And actually, one of my friends just called me at like 4 a.m. this morning and he was like, you won't believe what happened. He was like, I went back to my house in Karada, which is like Khan Yunis.
Yeah.
And so he was like, I couldn't find the house. Like I didn't know where I was because everything was rubble. So he was like, I saw four guys. So I was like, hey, Shabab, Shabab, like, waving them down to ask them, like, where am I? And he goes, I got closer and it was Israeli forces. They started shooting at him. He was like, I never ran as fast as I did, like my whole entire life. I didn't know I had it in me. And I was like, well, first of all, why are you going back? Like, why is everybody migrating back? Like,
Wait,
what
wait, wait.
you're
But
going to
Khan Yunis should not be. There should be no forces in Khan
There
Yunis
were tanks there, tanks, and then guys on the field
When is this?
today, 4 a.m.
Why should there be nothing in Khan Yunis?
because everyone should have backed up to that first agreed
Yeah,
line.
yeah. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, man. Come on. This is Israel we're
Well,
talking about.
in theory, I know.
I was like, but why would you go there? He was like, I just wanted to see if there was anything left so I could take it back. And I was like, don't, just stop. Like, stop migrating. Just stay where you are. Go south. I don't know. Like, I know there's no safe place, but
But you can't go any further south than Khan Yunis.
Rafah.
You can't. Rafah's gone. Rafah is a no-go zone.
Okay, but they're not actively bombing there the way they are the middle and the north.
No. You cannot go into Rafah. There is nothing. Rafah is a desert. It's barren land. There's no one there.
That's like the whole place.
Yeah, no, it's empty.
Hmm.
That's where, remember, like when they do the.
Yeah, when we drove in. I don't know. It's just some.
He's okay though?
Yeah, he was shook. He was
Yeah.
just super shook. Like, oh my God, I can't believe that happened to me. Like, that I got that close, like, to them. And, their biggest fear is actually not dying from a bullet or a bomb. It is being abducted by the Israeli forces. I don't know if you saw that nurse's speech today. Did you hear that nurse's speech? He's British. What's his name? Liam or something like that, or Lay. He was on the flotilla and got released.
Okay.
And he was telling, like in the airport, he was telling a story. He was like, yeah, they took us. First of all, they like stuck his face in the ground, made him kiss their floor. Like, and like, I don't know, like kiss Israel's grounds, he said. And then they took them to a concentration camp where the Palestinians were. And then they started to torture like the Palestinians in front of them. Like that hurts more than anything, right? To see that. So they released dogs on them to attack them and things like that. And he was just like talking about like the things that they did to him as well as the Palestinians. And it was just crazy. Like that's literally everyone's fear there. It's like, we don't care if we die from a bomb or a bullet, but we just don't want to be abducted because those lunatics in those concentration camps literally have no mercy. Like the devil has more mercy than them. Like it's the things that they do there is insane.
I cannot believe that we're having the conversation of concentration camps in 2025.
Right?
More than anything, that just like, what?
Right? That's diabolical in itself.
Wikipedia has a Gaza genocide page now. Thank God. It's like actually like Gaza genocide is the ongoing intentional and systematic destruction of the Palestinian people.
I mean, it is what it is, and the majority of the world knows it.
I mean, this thing is like the class like quintessential example of like everything happens for a reason. Because yes, like this is horrible all across the board, but man, like
It unveiled a lot of things, though.
I don't think that this war has ever had this much exposure. The
Mm.
genocidal like entity of Israel has never been exposed to this degree, right?
And they've been doing this to them for
Right,
78 years,
Decades.
exactly.
and no one's ever seen this.
Yeah.
What do y'all think? I mean, if there's ever an end to this, right? If at the end of all this, if Israel is exposed, continues to be exposed, and Palestine is free, is is the price worth it?
No.
Yes.
I can't. You think it's worth it?
Free,
No,
moving
no.
forward forever, liberation.
Yeah, but is the price tag worth it?
Like
No.
of every like it's easy to say 60,000, 70,000, 80,000 people.
It's
but
hard. It's a
probably
hard
200,000.
to follow, but
Yeah, but every
if that
one of
means
them.
moving forward, it's free
Yes.
for
Yes.
they're liberated and yeah, sadly, yes. Otherwise, you live under oppression forever, Zahid? No.
No, no, I no, 100%. I agree with what you're saying. But Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, saving one is like saving all of humanity, and killing one is as if you're killing all of humanity. So that's the reason why I disagree. I don't think the price tag is worth it. That's my only reason. Too many innocent people have died. Because the number you're talking about, Shez, is you're saying 60, 80,000, whatever it is, right now. Okay. But that's in the past 2 years, and that's not even the total number of unidentified or undocumented deaths, right? And that's only for the last 2 years. But what about for the other 75 years, 76 years before that? You're not even taking into account to that number of innocent deaths.
And the deaths from the natural causes of sepsis or, heart attacks or.
Secondary causes, right? Related to the genocide, related to an apartheid, related to whatever. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Again, this is and saying such concrete statements for me, I don't know what the hell's going on with me. And a close friend of ours just recently told me that this is the whispers of the shaitan, because I've been having this feeling that I don't have the privilege or the honor or the right to speak on behalf of those that are actually suffering. And I've been
Exactly.
dealing with this because, as you guys know, I actually got invited to speak just the other day. And I don't know where these thoughts are coming from. Like, I was doing them before, doing these events and speaking stuff about my experience. But I don't know. This thought came into my head that, Zahid, who the hell are you? You're not Arab, you're not Palestinian. Why are you talking about them? Why are you pretending to represent them, or whatever? And that got into my head. So I think that's where this,
Because it's an obligation for you as you bore witness in that they don't have the platform or ability to speak. They're silenced, but you're not. And
yeah,
you
no, no,
it is
I,
an
I
obligation.
I fundamentally agree. I do. Still, to make such a concrete statement, because he said, "Do you think the price tag was worth it?" And I'm an outsider, and I'm taking a stance, but I don't even know if that's right.
I don't
Yeah.
know. What's your thought, Shez?
Well, I mean, it's like we had talked about, and I think like we tend to make it about us when it's about them, right? So like, if I said that I don't know if I have the right or, to make comments about them, I'm kind of making it about me. We're their voice, because I
Yeah.
had the same thoughts. I had the exact same thoughts. I was like, dude, like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, and like I'm an ophthalmologist, like it's not like I went and I barely put a dent, right, in like the severe need, but I saw and I know what I saw. I saw what I saw, and we're their voice, and that's it. That's the bottom line. So I
Help
think
get
as
them.
well, we have an obligation to speak. As far as like it being worth it, I don't know, man. I mean, I think the flip side of that is that we collectively, anyone who has any like stake in this fight, I think cannot stop until Palestine is free. Because then all of this will be what for nothing, right? All of this will be for nothing. So
Yeah.
I think the only way it may be worth it is if it is free forever from now onwards.
Mhm. I know. I don't know about y'all. I'm so tired. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm so tired. I really sometimes want to escape. I'm like, sometimes I just want to go away where no one knows me and just not deal, which is so selfish and messed up, right? It's exhausting, but I won't. Obviously, I won't stop. I won't rest until they can rest. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm tired.
Can you
No,
imagine how tired they are?
Beyond. That's why I'll deal. I'll deal. And I won't run away and I will be relentless in my fight until they can rest. But I'm just saying, deep down inside, this sister is tired.
I hear you. I mean,
I haven't slept in 2 years.
Yeah. I got a message yesterday as well, saying, Zahid, the war is finally over, and thank you for standing with us and showing your support and solidarity and stuff, right? And this is someone that I'm kind of close with. So I told him, I was like, man, look, I'm happy for you. I'm excited for you. But do you truly think that this is it? He's like, of course not. I said,
Oh,
but how can you celebrate? He's like, I have to celebrate every single win, because if I don't, then I'm continuously just suffering. So every little break they get, they tend to kind of like relax and
So it's a
we're like,
protect.
man, don't put your guard down. No, these guys put their guard down, but they're well aware that this is going to happen again because this is how they've been living for decades.
It's the way they protect their mental state, maybe.
They're always ready. You know what I mean? Like they always got a to go bag or whatever, a jump bag ready to go.
Can you imagine being born into that? Like born into on the go, like go bag ready life
Yeah, no,
all the time.
yeah.
That's crazy. We're so privileged.
The closest thing to having that jump bag ready mentality is one of my uncles I had met years ago, and this guy he was alive during the partition of India and Pakistan. And at the time when all this was happening, he was living like up in the north part of India. And he said that it didn't last this long, obviously, but it was just a few days. But he said that he goes, it was crazy. He's like, I would never do it again. And I can imagine because that partition thing didn't last long. It was maybe a couple months at most to go on for 2 years.
I don't think any country in this world would last.
No,
The
man.
people would be all suicidal or like just they
Oh,
wouldn't.
Depressed.
100%.
Yeah.
Like the Palestinians are, I think, the classic, like the top of the line, I guess, example of faith, right? Because I don't know, not to talk shit about Christianity or Catholics or whatever. If this is bad, Blythe, edit the shit out of this. But like, like, like if something bad happens to them, like, oh, why did God do this to me? Why me, God? Why me?
Yeah.
And what do the Palestinians say?
Thank God.
Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakeel.
Praise
They praise God, dude. Without that,
good
no
or bad.
one, like you cannot handle it without that level of faith. You cannot. And that's why, like, if I was born there, I mean, because, when bad shit happens to me, I don't know about y'all, but I don't say alhamdulillah. That's not the first thing that comes out of my mouth. The first thing that comes out of my mouth usually is like, fuck. Like, like, fuck, man, again. But
Right.
I was so thankful to like see that firsthand because I think I think opened my eyes a little bit.
I got a little like financial slap in the face and trouble at work recently. And to my surprise, like I think before 2 years ago, I probably would have been really upset and probably tearful over it and, maybe even get petty at work. But I did immediately say, like, alhamdulillah, I was like, this is God's plan. God's plan is always the best plan. And, I'm just gonna go with it. Obviously it hurt and whatever, but I was like, it's God's plan and he knows what's best. So I'm good. I'm content. And I learned that from them. So
Yeah.
I'm much better with just praising God for all the good and bad.
And if you say this to like Charlie Kirk fans, to get into it, let's get right into it, baby. Let's go.
Speaking of,
I don't mind we getting
I've
into it,
done
but
it.
that's the worst segue in the world.
I don't know.
I'm just saying, man, in this crazy ass country, it's all about like, like nationalism and like, and they bring evangelical like extremist thought into it. Okay, so like let's fucking get into it then. If you
For
say
sure.
this to Charlie Kirk fans, who are like all about, God and all this stuff, they'll say, "Oh yeah, we do that too. Like if bad things happen to us, we praise God." But really though, like really, if you were getting bombed, right? Is that really the first thing that would come out of your mouth? There's just something about our faith, our creed. I think that just lends itself to like resilience, dude. Like this crazy ass resilience that I've never seen before.
So
Like,
I didn't watch the memorial, but it looked like a concert to me from like the,
yeah, dude.
WWE SmackDown.
oh, really? You watched
A
it?
hundred, bro. She walked out on stage as if she was a WWE superstar, and there's fireworks and there's music and there's
No,
drama.
fireworks?
What? Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah, it's a funeral. This is a funeral.
This
Damn.
was a funeral. Wait, hold on, wait a second. Now, this is where I kind of disagree. I'm gonna tell you why. There still was no body. There was no actual funeral. There was no autopsy. Okay?
He's alive.
Did it? I'm just saying.
I I I
I'm
I,
just saying.
I teeter on that line. I swear.
Really? That he's still alive?
Listen,
I teeter on it sometimes, yeah.
For
okay,
what purpose? What
first of
purpose?
all,
When you have a campus event, any event, carnival, you guys know your healthcare workers anywhere. There's EMS on site all the
yeah,
time. It has to be,
bro,
right?
his body disappeared into the ground, bro.
And why? No, not only that, but why they put him in a van and supposedly take him to a hospital, right?
You saw that,
Rather
right?
than
Yeah.
having the EMS professionals that are there handle that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is so
Yeah.
true. I never even thought about that. I've seen that video like I don't know how many times that yeah, like all I just thought, oh my God, like these amazing Secret Service people, they're like dragging him into the van. But holy shit, you're right.
Right.
Bro,
Where's the
why
ambulance?
why wasn't that entire thing made into a immediate crime scene, and
Right.
kicked off for 4 days, 5 days for investigation? Bro, that place was scrubbed down clean. The cameras that were right behind him, they disappeared. No one knows what happened to it.
And the
Dude,
white tarp was like, didn't even have.
Gone.
they were taking the chips out of the
Yeah.
camera right
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
Did you see Candace Owens like recently said like Tyler is not suicidal
No.
and he's now saying it wasn't him and his dad is like apparently saying he never turned his son in.
Yeah.
He denied it from the very beginning. Tyler Robinson denied it from the very beginning.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And there's like footage of him being like at a it was like a Dairy Queen or a Burger King,
Yeah, yeah, like
like
gas station.
away from campus. So, and how did the one well, guess who the one person is that tweeted about this before anybody else did?
BB
Oh,
freaked
yeah. The guy
out.
that lives across the country,
Like,
across the globe.
how?
Dude, what about the Amazon books about him being dead posted on the like 9th of September?
I did not. What?
Yeah, it was
Yeah, go look it up. You're
Google
gonna look it up.
fact
It's
check me.
crazy.
Fact
What?
check. Like there was like a book posted on Amazon on September 9th about his death. And it was like, oops, we messed up the date, but it was posted the day before, the 10th. What does it say?
That fact check. Book about Charlie Kirk's killing didn't come out before shooting. Claim a book describing the fatal shooting, which took place on September 10th, was published a day earlier, September 9th. Context: the book initially appeared with a publication date of September 9th, which Amazon later attributed to a technical error, saying the book was actually published in the day on September 10th, the day of the
Mm-hmm.
shooting. The
Mm-hmm.
earliest securely
So they came out
dated
with a whole ass
archived
book the
version.
same day.
A whole went through a publisher, an editor,
Bro, it
had a
took me a year
cover
to
Yeah,
do.
made.
yeah. Even if it's like on the day. So yeah, oh my God, dude. Like,
Come
Bro,
on.
no, hold on. I don't know if you guys heard this. So you know the stadium in Arizona that they have the funeral. You know they had that thing booked out 3 or 4 months ago.
For what? For the memorial? What do you mean?
It was booked out.
like
Okay,
it was
booked out.
reserved. It was
It was
reserved.
reserved months in advance.
No, she sacrificed her husband. If he is dead, his wife has something to do with the sacrifice of him. If he is dead.
Listen, she was working for the whole Trump administration.
From
She
when she was a teenager.
Yeah, she was being now either she was, evil herself, or she was what is it called when you're made
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
word?
Groomed.
Whether she was groomed because she was already there around those people.
The
But yeah, no,
Illuminati.
she was
Crazy to me, bro. Like the kind of evil that exists in this world.
Right? And how about the fact that, like, supposedly when she was like, after she won a pageant, she was like a teenager, like 17, 18, and then went to Romania and had an NGO. Like, what teenager has their own NGO in Romania called like the Romanian Angels or something like that? And then she got kicked out or banned from Romania for supposed trafficking. That's the rumor.
yes, yes,
And where were they trafficking to? Guess, surprise, surprise.
U.S. military bases.
And Israel.
Wow.
Fact
I didn't
checking.
know that part.
I see him looking at his monitor, right? Are
I
you
didn't know that part.
look
Is
it
it-
up? Look up Romanian angels like traffic to where? Which brings me to, by the way, I never updated you guys. You know, oh, well, go ahead and say what.
it wasn't called Romanian. It was called something Angels.
Yeah, Romanian angels.
It was Romanian Angels. Okay.
Remember how I had mentioned to you guys, like I never stopped thinking about those like 60 some children that earlier into like in March of 2024, there were orphans in Gaza that they took on a bus over to Bethlehem. And do you remember like the Israelis were like protesting it and they were mad. They were like, don't bring the kids here or whatever.
Hmm.
Well, I was like, where did those kids go? Right. Because I read somewhere once like that they were like taken to some church and blah, blah, blah. I was like, fuck, they're being trafficked. So I don't like, there's not a day that goes by that I don't think about those children. So I searched them up like a couple months ago. I was like looking for them, like, where are they? And it said that they went to this place called like SOS Children's Foundation or something in Bethlehem. So I emailed them and I was like, hey, my name is Lana. I'm a nurse in America. And I remember back in March of 2024, a bus took like 68 children to Bethlehem. They were orphans from Gaza. And I just wanted to know like about their whereabouts, like, and how are they doing and whatever. So this lady gets back to me and she's like, yeah, they're thriving. They're in programs. They're in therapy. They take like music lessons and they're doing very well. And I was like, oh, well, would it be, and I told her about Healthcare Workers for Humanity. And I was like, I'm part of this collaborative and we would love to pay the facility a visit. And so she was like, oh, well, like, yeah, we can't allow anybody from like America, like an outsider in for security reasons. But if there's anybody local, then maybe we can arrange something. And then sends me the link to like donate to their services.
Of course.
But both taking money though.
Connect with Dr. Shez at visionarydoc.com.